Hello. The legendary tale of Oedipus and Antigone. This week on Nova.
It's sideways. It's sideways.
Nova. We will be using the flux capacitor to travel back in time and gather first-hand accounts from Oedipus and Antigone themselves. Let's go.
Oh!
Hey, Krina.
What the heck?
It's time. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, safety first.
Always.
Hey, wait a sec, Krina. Do you even have a license to drive this thing?
You don't need a license, you have a time machine. Are you crazy?
That's right, that's
It's a
right.
time machine.
Let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
Go. Oh, we're here. What the heck?
Adele, what the heck are you doing here?
You guys are so weird. What the?
What?
Whoa! Where'd she go?
There she goes.
Oh.
Adele, wait. It's ancient Greece. It could be dangerous out there.
Whatever.
Let's go. Okay, guys, now that we're here, let's go find King Laius, father of Oedipus.
Okay. Man, we've been looking for him for hours.
Where is King Laius? Hey, there he is.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Let's go. Hello, King Laius.
Hello, peasants.
Will you tell us what happened to your son?
Oh, my son. Well, I visited the oracle at Delphi, who told me about a prophecy my son would fulfill, that he would kill me and marry his mother, Jocasta. Naturally, I could not let this happen, so I put a nail through my son's feet so he couldn't crawl away, and left him on top of Mount Sinithron, exposed entirely to the elements.
Dang.
Oh. Well, Tommy Gariasmo?
Hey, we're gonna go and back to future to find Oedipus.
Autos ested platonos antropos?
Dos moi pa stokai do gain kinaso.
Whatever. Go ahead. You guys go without me. I'm going to stay here for a while.
So, now that we're a couple years ahead in the future, we need to look for Oedipus. So, how do we find him? Well, his name is Oedipus because his feet are swollen. So look at their feet, Lamo. Gosh! Look, there he is! Excuse me, sir. Are you Oedipus?
Yes, I am.
If you don't mind me asking, are you blind?
Yes, I am. It's kind of a long story.
Well, we have all the time in the world because we have a time machine, and we really want to hear your story.
Yeah, okay. Sit down.
Okay. It all started when I was very young. A shepherd named Polybus found me on a mountain. He brought me down the mountain to a town of Corinth, where he and my mother, Puraboia, took care of me. As I grew older, I realized that I didn't look anything like what I thought were my biological parents. So I went to the oracle to find out what was really going on. And as soon as I stepped into the temple at Delphi, the oracle ordered me out because I would kill my father and marry my mother. This, of course, made no sense at all. So I left Corinth and started my journey to Thebes. And along the way, I ran into a man. It went something like this.
Move, peasant! Who are you to tell me to move or not to move?
Curse you, peasant.
Ha! His chariot most definitely dragged him away. He is definitely dead. After that, I went to Mount Physcia, where I was stopped by the horrible Sphinx. The Sphinx had eaten many people on their way to Thebes, and of course, I didn't intend on being one of them. The Sphinx asked me a riddle, and if I got it wrong, the Sphinx would eat me alive. The riddle went something like this. What being with only one voice has sometimes 2 feet, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, and is weakest when it has most? Of course, being as clever as I was, I said, man, because he crawls on all 4s as an infant, stands firmly on 2 in youth, and leans upon staff in old age. The Sphinx was astonished. She was so astonished that she jumped off the mountain and exploded into a billion pieces. Naturally, after this heroic act, I was made the king of Thebes, because someone had earlier that day killed King Laius. I was then married to Jocasta. As my first decision, I declared that whoever killed King Laius should be exiled. Then came a man given the gift of inward sight by Zeus, because his actual sight had been taken by Hera, had discovered I was the murderer. This man's name was Tiresias, the blind prophet, and at first no one believed him, but I started to. Then my mother, Corinth, was discovered, and she had written everything down about how I was from royal blood and descent. And this sealed my fate as the murderer, and I fulfilled the prophecy of killing my father and marrying my mother. Jocasta then hanged herself, and when I found her, I stabbed my own eyes out with needles from her dress. That is my story.
Wow. Krina, wake up. Come on, Adele. I was trying to pay back my sleep debt. Come on, let's go back to the time machine. Thank you, Oedipus. Thank you. Hey, let's go find Antigone, daughter of Oedipus, and Jocasta. Okay, sounds good. But what about Professor Morris? Forget him. Let's go. Okay. How are we going to find this one? Well, according to Professor Morris's notes, she was a rebel. So. Oh, look, there she is. Let's go. Come on. Hi, Antigone.
Hello.
Can you tell us your story?
Sure. It's actually quite sad. Please sit down. I'll start from the beginning. Well, my dad, Oedipus, and I were walking around Colonus, and he offended Ermides, the goddess of the underworld, and was forced to eventually pay for it. It was a sad, sad thing. Ismene, my sister, came and told me and Oedipus that my brothers were fighting for the kingship of Thebes. My father was disgusted. He refused to help either of them. My uncle, Creon, brother of my mother, Jocasta, then came and kidnapped me and Ismene in order to persuade Oedipus to help my brothers win. Of course, Oedipus had asked Theseus to help in case we were ever taken. Theseus, king of Athens, as good as he is, got us back in no time. Oedipus then went into the woods to die, to pay back Armides, the goddess of the underworld, and promised Athens protection as long as Theseus didn't say where his grave was. My brothers ended up killing each other. Creon then became king and gave my brother Eteocles a proper burial, and Polynices was left to rot on the battlefield. So disgusting. I was so angry. I told him he was wrong, and now I've been sentenced to be buried alive in a tomb. They'll be here any minute. There they are!
Come with us, Antigone.
Hey, what the heck are you doing? What happens next? Let's go back in time and ask Professor Morris. Let's go. Come on. Doc!
What? No, I sent you guys to the future.
Yes, Doc, you did. But we're back. We're back from the future.
Great Scott!
What happens next?
To who?
Antigone.
Antigone. What?
A security guard, dragged her away.
Oh. Well, sit down. Well, legend has it that the blind prophet Tiresias told King Creon, the new king of Thebes, that he was wrong. And so Creon went himself and buried Polynices. Then he went back to tell Antigone that he had buried him, but she had already hanged herself inside the tomb that she was buried. Then Haman, the son of Creon, who loved Antigone, stabbed and killed Creon and then stabbed himself. And then Creon's wife also hanged herself.
Did anybody live?
Not in the end.
Dang!